we're about to get started, guys. Let's get it, guys. We gotta get it today. Let's get it today. Yep. Oh, sorry. There we go. What up, guys? What up? What up? What up? Where is my other chocolate? What up, what up, what up, guys? What up? All right, let's go live on... Let's go live, let's go live. The M's again. Bro, that game was sweaty, bro, for no reason. It was a sweaty Friday, bro. That was sweaty, man. That went to OT. That went to extras for no reason. Had to survive extra innings there in Texas. What up, bro? Can you give us UFC? They drop UFC in the Discord. I stay in my lane, bro. I don't do UFC. But we got UFC in the Discord if you want it. Yeah. Let's get it, guys. Those damn Mariners, bro. But yeah, man, that spot was nice. It just shouldn't have been that sweaty. What the hell, bro? I'm disappointed with how sweaty it was. But the cap was there, bro. They try to put Eovaldi back in the mix without rehab. That's kind of crazy, bro. After the Seattle got embarrassed. Seattle got embarrassed the way they did. Did they win? I went to bed. Yes, they did win in extra innings. It was way too sweaty, though. We'll get started here in a little bit, guys. What up, guys? What up, man? W Mariners pick. Thank you, brother. Unfortunately, nothing else went my way yesterday, so pretty disappointed about that. I'm glad you guys got a win here, Ben, but I gotta deliver a bounce back. Bounce back is still not delivered. I need to get to it, man. I need to get to it. What up, Finn? Bro, that game was so sweaty. I am disappointed. Let's get it, guys. Yeah. Yeah. I had Baltimore in one of the lays that lost. I ended up on Tampa, and I had Tampa first 5. And in first 5, they're up 6-1. 6-1. You just got to survive the bottom of the 6th inning. How do you lose that game? That's crazy to me. I don't know. 6-1. Was the cap not right? I don't know, man. I mean, obviously they went on to score 22. So it looks really lopsided, but I was on the first five. First five, 6-1, bro. They lost, I think 7-6. Crazy the way they lost too. It was always Baltimore line. Tampa Bay's been getting those small lines. I've been saying it for a while. Am I gonna admit that yes, it was a friendly line? Yeah, but it's been like that. It's been like that. And unless there's like something obvious, something that I'm seeing that could be really sketchy, you have the pitching matchup, you have the batting matchup, you should be good. Okay. MLB has never been a sport where there's drama, there's craziness. 22-8 is crazy. A 22-8 come from behind win, that's crazy. That's craziness. But yes, the line was friendly, but they've been like that for Tampa games. Yo, what's up, J Mart? Can't believe the Rays got trashed like that, bro. Dog, I couldn't believe it, bro. I was with my girls. I was at my girl's house with their family, and then I go in there. We're up 6-1, and I'm like, "Yo, we're good. What? We're good." Somebody was tagging me, bro. Brandon Lowe's that guy. Hit a home run, but let's get it, man. I was going to do the Orioles, everything, but I was busy all day. I honestly had that feeling as well, Dalton. I took the Orioles spread to be safe. Hey, congrats, guys. If you guys were on the Orioles, congratulations. Typically, if you have the pitching disadvantage and you have the batting disadvantage, it's typically not a good sign for you. But, hats off to them. They put up 22 runs yesterday. Crazy. 22 runs. That's going to skew the numbers for a long time. So I've written down Baltimore scored 22 runs on June 27th, and I will keep that with me, yo. I take notes. Was it 6-0 or 6-1, man? It was crazy. I think I'm about to stay away from F5s. No, F5s is good, man, because you actually rule out the bullpen. Usually just want to cap the pitching, the actual matchup. Every day a productive day. What's up, man? What's good? What do you think about the Blue Jays? Yeah, we could talk about it. What's up, Finn? What's up, J Mart? I think I'm about to stay away from F1. Yeah, man, it was crazy. Randy Vasquez going for San Diego. That game was interesting, right? I talked about how Nick Martinez, right? He had that no hitter going to the ninth inning. Now he has failed to bounce back after or to have that revenge game, and then he had it yesterday. I said third time's the charm. Third time could be the charm, and it was. He had a no hitter going into the ninth inning. I did lean the Reds, just not enough for me to get there. Had Oblak. Yesterday, I think I said there would be more overs yesterday, right? Yeah. After Thursday, there was a bunch of unders. Let's see. There was 1, 2, 3, 4. Did that game go over? Probably, yeah. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's at least 10 games yesterday that went over. Did you guys eat yesterday? Because I clearly told you guys after all the unders on Thursday and after all the bad pitching yesterday, there would be more overs than unders. I'm not adding it up 100% right now, but it does look like there was at least 10 overs, maybe 11. All right, man, let's get to it. Let's get to it, guys. Let's get to it, guys. All right, man, come on. You know how this works. Drop your play, drop your game, whatever you want to work on. Drop it. Let's go. Let's go through it. Let's get to it, man. If you have dropped something for me, double tap the screen and I'll get to your play. Yesterday's play went great, right? Mariners. It was sweaty. It was way too sweaty. I'm not happy with the win like that. That was way too sweaty. It shouldn't have been like that. Was the first 5 the meta move? Maybe. I'll take a look at that. I'll realign whatever. But then everything else went doo doo yesterday. It was a bad day for the Discord. I need to bounce back. Mariners was my top play, 2 units, so it was good to see my top play come through. But everything else, just the 1 unit plays definitely caught up to us, man. Angels, Rays, Tigers. Disappointed with that. Again, the 1 unit plays do stack up, even if you hit your biggest play. So it was good to see the Mariners come through, but we gotta bounce back here, man. Let's get it. All right, if you have something for me, double tap the screen. Double tap the screen right now. Send me some live reactions on YouTube. Let's go, guys. We are not wasting any time today. Let's get it, man. If this is your first time here, hit the follow button. We do live streams every single day. Let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. I should have done a video. That's why the views are low. Let's go, guys. Nobody has nothing for me. Double tap the screen. Nobody. Jeffrey says, what do you think about the Tigers today? Let's see. Detroit is at home for game 2 against Minnesota. Bro, who the hell is Minnesota? Are they good? Are they great? Or are they elite? Or are they terrible? Like, who the hell is this team, bro? They ranked 22nd over the last 10 days, but over the last 5 days, they've climbed up to 13. In fact, a week ago, these numbers said 30. I know these numbers said 30 a week ago. So who the hell is Minnesota? They are crushing the ball. They're crushing it right now. They're not. It's crazy. They're. I don't know. They're a team that's really unpredictable right now. They held Seattle 10-1 a couple days ago, and then you see Seattle going in and get a good win against Nathan Eovaldi in Texas. So I don't think Seattle's a bad team. So who the hell is Minnesota is my real question, because they went into Minnesota, but they went into Detroit yesterday with a serious pitching disadvantage. David Festa on the mound, bro. Come on. David Festa's not that guy. But he absolutely dealed yesterday. So hats off to him, man. Let's take a look at this today. This line does look like it's moving in Minnesota's direction. The bats appear to be pretty even on both sides, pretty good on both sides. I do have a bullpen edge with Detroit. But, again, if you're going first 5, it's not a problem. That's why I usually don't talk about the bullpens too much, guys, because you can always cut the bullpens out of the equation completely. Today, you do have a pitching edge with Casey Mize, a clear pitching edge with Casey Mize. That's because Bailey Ober has given up 25 runs in 27 innings. Pretty bad numbers, and it's consistently bad. He's given up 7, 4, 7, 5, 2 in his last 5 games. Pretty bad. He does get a little better on the road, but not that much better. 11 runs in 26 innings. Meanwhile, Casey Mize on the other side, really pretty good numbers overall and very good numbers at home. 6 runs over 29 innings. I have a pitching advantage there in Detroit. Detroit, after a loss, is 21-10. That's the 3rd best record after a loss. That's a team that knows how to bounce back. But somebody said the Detroit line is a little sketchy. It is a little sketchy because it is moving in Minnesota's direction. So we can bookmark that and take a look at it later when we get the splits. Let's get it, guys. Let's get it. Who wants to go next? Guys? If you have something for me, double tap the screen. Hit the follow button if it's your first time here. Whether it's a good day, whether it's a bad day, I'm showing up, man. I'm showing up. I'm pulling up to work every single day, and I'm ready. I'm ready, man. I'm ready to give you guys information. I'm ready to give you guys knowledge. Whether you go and make something good of it or not, that's up to you. But I'm just out here just giving you guys information. Let's go, man. If you have something for me, double tap the screen right now. Let's go. Spooky says, can you see Detroit bounce back on road games only? No, I don't have that. I only have splits either on the road completely or as a loss. So I guess you can kind of combine the two. I use teamrankings.com for that. Let me go to my website here. Team trends. So I mean, you could do this on Action App too. So Detroit is 28, 23 and 18. I thought they would have been better. They don't. They're second. They had the second best road record as road records this year. But then as a loss 21-10 after a loss. All right, come on, man. Let's go. My man Dalton says, what do you think about the Mariners today? Let's take a look at that one again. Seattle is on the road at Texas. Brian Woo's on one side. Kumar Rocker's on the other side. I continue to have a batting advantage with Seattle. Okay, clear batting advantage with Seattle. In terms of the pitching, though, today is definitely a lot pretty even. Brian Woo on one side, Rocker on the other side. This Rocker guy at home, we only have looks like a 3-game sample size at home this year. And yeah, 5 runs in 20 innings over Well, that's including one start from last year. Just these starts from this year: 4 runs and 17 innings. Pretty good numbers there for Kumar Rocker overall. Or sorry, at home. Overall, definitely not as good. Definitely looks like an average guy. This line definitely looks like it's moving in Texas direction. I think with Kumar Rocker at home, he's showing us good signs at home. And how close were they yesterday to winning that in extra innings? I would say there's probably some value on Texas today. It is the 2 at the end of Ober last 5 earned runs is the recent and a 5-game out. Is the 2 at the end? Let me take a look at Ober. Brian, where's Ober at? Yeah. Oh, that coffee's about to hit, guys. I started early today. Where is Ober? Oh, here you go. Minnesota Ober is the 2 at the end. Last 5 runs is the most. So this 2, if you're looking at this 2, guys, this is actually Minnesota's Bailey Ober against Texas, against the Rangers. So I did forget to mention this. Against the Rangers, between this year and last year, I think he pitched 1 game this year and the majority of games last year. 2 runs in 26 innings. 2 runs in 26 innings for Bailey Ober. And then this is in Detroit, 0 runs in 14 innings. So out of the 2 and 26, 0 runs in 14. So yeah, that is a very impressive number. I remember that when I was typing it in. 0 runs in 14 innings. That's when I was doing the breakdown. So yes, despite Bailey Ober being pretty bad overall, he's a little better on the road, and he has elite numbers against Detroit. Elite numbers against Detroit. So I hope that asks, man. Hope that that works. Random questions, but can Discord members access the spreadsheets? I don't have a way of getting you guys that. I can get you guys a screenshot. For read access, I mean, definitely not editing. I mean, goodness, this thing would break easily. Let me give that some thought. I think that could definitely bring value, and I'm not opposed to it. Let me give it some thought, man. You said Bailey Ober last 5 games was 7.54. Yeah. So the last 2 was that was 5 games ago. He did put up a 2, but the rest of the starts are 7.4, 7.5. 25 runs in 27 innings. Let's go, guys. If you have something for me, double tap the screen and I'll go find your play. Hit the follow button if it's your first time here. Let's go. Come on. Let's get the double taps going, guys. Only at 1K. Let's go. Amazing is double tapping. Let's see. Amazing says, what do you think about the Dodgers and Nerfy? No scoreless inning. Scoreless inning yesterday. My ass. 1-1 in the scoreless inning yesterday. Okay. I don't even want to tell you guys what I did, because I saw that scoreless inning yesterday was at plus 105. And then the tie, guys, the tie was only 15 cents more at minus 110. So, I did end up on the tie. So it cashed, right? I didn't even look at it. So, guys, if it's 10 or 15 cents more, consider the tie, scoreless first inning instead of the scoreless first inning. I guess that hit. I didn't. I haven't even looked at it, but I know I put that in because it was like 10 cents more. So, sorry, guys, if in general, that they shouldn't have scored. Not with those pitchers they had yesterday. Let's look at it today. So yes, the numbers continue to tell me that. Actually, no, I didn't update these numbers today. Let me update them real quick. That way, I have the latest and greatest here. So I didn't see that until yesterday, bro. That the scoreless first inning was plus 105 on FD, and then I saw that the tie, guys, the tie, if it's 10 cents more, I would do the tie. Always. Okay? I don't know, is it usually that price? I don't do this. I never really go into these markets. But you guys let me know. Is it usually just 10 or 15 cents more? Why wouldn't you take the tie? What do y'all feel about that? I didn't even post it anywhere. I didn't even post it as a winner anywhere. I mean, I'll take the L as the because I did say scoreless first inning. So I'll take an L on that, but just know, guys, if it's just 10 or 15 cents more, I think there's a good chance of a tie, right? Not a good chance, but there's a chance. All right, guys, let me update these numbers real quick. So if you guys were looking at the who's the best road teams, guys, Milwaukee, Seattle, Tampa Bay. So 2 of those are active today. You guys know Seattle and Tampa Bay are on the road. Those are the three best road teams over the last 30 days, according to WRC Plus. Let's look at the three best home teams real quick. So this is while I'm updating the information here. Toronto, Tampa Bay, and Dodgers. I don't think any of those are in effect. They're all on the road today. Let's look at, with runners in scoring position, guys, who are the most clutch teams? Who are the most clutch teams right now over the last 7 days? I can already tell you who's going to be at the top of the list. Well, of course, Baltimore is going to be skewing the numbers. But I was projecting Miami, guys. How long have I been telling you Miami? Miami is going to be that team that I'm gonna be upset that I've missed out on this bus, because I've been calling Miami almost every single day. Have I not? Have I not been calling Miami every single day? They're on a run right now. They're on a roll. I don't know. We're probably like, what, 5 games in? I know they had a good series again. So let me see what Marlins is at, bro. Because that's going to be like one when the Rockies were hot 2 weeks ago, a week ago. That's going to be one I feel like I missed out on. So are we late to the party here? They put up 5 against the Braves, and that's when the run started. They're 5 games in. I think these runs usually go 7, 8 games, so maybe we could stretch it out a little bit more. But yeah, guys, Marlins are that nice. Marlins are that nice. Let's see, man. 14 over the last 14 days. Okay. And then real quick, let's look at first five innings. Guys, let's look at who are the best teams right now over the last 7 days in the first 5 innings. Cubs, Angels, and Milwaukee. That is what the numbers are telling me there. And let's look at just the first inning for you scoreless first inning freaks. Okay, man. Almost done here. And let's look at the last 4 innings. Who are the teams that are finishing the games better than other teams? That'll be the Dodgers, the Tigers, and the Orioles. You guys saw the Orioles. Again, guys, the Orioles are going to be skewing numbers for a while, so just keep that in mind. Today we have over. These guys are on the mound today. Let's update those numbers real quick. So about 95% of my model is completely automated. There's maybe 4 or 5% of it is still not automated. There's some things I don't want automated. There's some things I want full control over. And again, guys, if you guys are interested in building your own MLB model, I will be walking the Discord through how to do that this summer. I'm going to have the sign up list going up shortly. So be on the lookout for that if you're on the Discord. Again, guys, this is a matter of learning yourself, man. If you want to do this for yourself. Do this for yourself. Man, I would have loved somebody to teach me long ago when I was learning how to do this. Let me update the picture. So there's some of the stuff that you cannot automate. It's just based on how the what's going on here though. Okay, that's not cooperating with me right now. Give me 1 second, guys. Almost done here. Because I'm looking at Devers. Why am I looking at pitchers? At hitters. I should be looking at pitchers. All right, guys. All done here. Let's look at home pitching. Save it as a spreadsheet. Save it as a PDF. We're in an age, bro, where we gotta automate things, bro. I gotta look how to automate that. But yeah, like I said, I'm not opposed to it. I need to look at over the last 30 days versus left-handed hitters. I'm about to get to all the questions right now, guys. With the problem, so can I do it? I don't know if I could do a single page. Obviously, the page at the first page is the first page, the only page that matters. Everything else is just a supporting page. But I'm not opposed to it. That would be something exclusive to the Discord. Let me find out how I can automate that. All right, guys, we're all updated. Let's go, man. Let's get it, guys. You said Bailey Ober. Okay, cool. Marlins. Yes, man, the Marlins, bro. That's a team I don't wanna be any more late to the party on. We're already 5 games in. I really got to look at this like 2 and 3 games. Okay, that's enough for me to kind of like to look at it, right? You want to hop in around 2 or 3 games. You don't want to wait until you're 7 or 8 games in. Now with Miami, okay, we're still 5 games out, bro. But they are as good as they are right now. These teams are streaky. They're streaky good. Could I get in the sign-up list? Yes, it'll be in the Discord, brother. What up? Oh, you got to chill with the deal, man. I need a play that's going to make me rich. Bro, this is a grind. This is a grind. This is, we're doing bankrolls. We're doing bankroll management. J Mart, sorry, man. I see your comment a few times here. He says, what do you think about the Jays today? The Toronto Blue Jays are on the road at Boston. Okay, Toronto ended up winning that game yesterday. I saw that Vlad Guerrero was initially expected to be out of the lineup, but then he was in the lineup. Toronto at Boston. Yeah, I can't remember what take I had on that. I remember Boston was a steam play, and I have said that in MLB it looks like you usually follow the steam. But let's take a look at this today. Toronto versus Boston. This line is moving apparently in the direction of Boston. You do have the better bats on Toronto, and you do have, in terms of pitching, you don't really have an advantage either way. Giolito is worse at home, and Chris Bassett is worse on the road. Let's see. You do have a batting edge with Toronto. Toronto just put up 9 runs yesterday. Ain't no chance that I back Toronto today. This would be Boston or pass. Boston or pass. Boston coming off of a hard loss. Exactly, man. I'm not going to take a team like Toronto, especially a team that's so hit or miss. I would not take a team like that on the road. In fact, they, as a road favorite, they're not even that's not even a good spot for them. They are 2-4 as a road favorite. When Boston is a home dog, they actually win these games outright, 5-2, 5-2 as a home dog. Let's get it, man. Let's get it, guys. All right, man. Come on, let's get moving, guys. Let's get moving today, guys. All right, we got to check some more boxes. Let's go into who is ranked way better than their opponent today. Who's just out of the league. So there's gonna be some obvious ones here, like the Yankees, right? Yankees pretty obvious, the better team there. Baltimore now ranked much higher than Tampa. That is crazy. Yeah, team rankings is too volatile with their rankings, I think. Maybe I do got to start doing my own power rankings, but I don't have time for that. Philadelphia ranked pretty high. Milwaukee, I don't know if I rank. What? It's because they scored 13 runs yesterday? Is Philadelphia really that good right now? No, they just got swept by Houston. That's dumb. Sorry, guys. That's teamrankings.com. Don't be mad at me. Go file a complaint with Team Rankings. Let me see the ones that are actually credible. I will believe that Philadelphia is better, but they're not number one. They just got swept by Houston. Dummies. All right. Milwaukee, yes, Milwaukee is a better team there. The Dodgers, the better team, sure. Toronto Blue Jays, much better than Boston. I'm gonna say sure. It's like 3-30. Miami better than Arizona, yes. Right now they are. St. Louis better than Cleveland, yes. Cincinnati better than the Padres, okay, sure. Baltimore better than Tampa. Again, guys, I'm gonna uncheck that box. I don't believe that. That's an outlier yesterday. They're not gonna put up that many runs again. All right, guys, that was the segment of who is better than their opponent. Let's look at the batting advantages, guys. Where do I have a batting edge today? Now, these numbers are not going to be, this is not somebody's opinion. These are just the facts. These are the numbers, okay? The numbers are telling me that the Yankees have the better bats today. The numbers are telling me that Seattle have the better bats today. I can believe all these, okay? Let's go. Let's keep it moving here. I think I have the better bats with, drum roll, please, San Francisco Giants, okay? Toronto, okay, the Dodgers, the Milwaukee Brewers, and that'll do it. That'll do it for who has the batting edge. Let's go right into who has the pitching edge today. Definitely looks like I have a pitching edge with Clark Schmidt. Clark Schmidt for the Yankees, Casey Mize for Detroit. Keep it moving here. Keep it moving. Looks like Andrew Abbott for Cincinnati. Yep, I can believe all of these right here. Moving on. Quinn Priester for Milwaukee Brewers has a pitching edge. Spencer Schwellenbach for Atlanta. He gives us a pitching edge. And that's it for the actual numbers. Let's look at the expected numbers real quick. Clark Schmidt, yeah. Casey Mize, sure. Zach Lytle due for some positive regression. No, you gotta show me something here. Miles Michaelis. Is Miles Michaelis the better pitcher? Yeah, I'm gonna say yeah. Yeah, we have a pitching edge there. And last but not least here, Seth Lugo. Yeah, Seth Lugo is pretty nice for Kansas City today. Priester, we got that. Schwellenbach, we got that. And that'll do it. That'll do it for where do we have the pitching edge today, guys? What do you guys got? Come on, if you got something for me, double tap the screen right now. Let's get through it, man. Let's get to it. Where's my little thing today, man? Yeah. Let's get it, guys. Who has something for me? Double tap the screen if you drop something. If this is your first time here, hit the follow button. Do not forget this live stream, man. After, even on a good day, even on a bad day, I'm out here giving you guys value, giving you guys information. Miami outright, man. I've been calling this for a few days now. I'm not calling it outright, but I'm saying, yo, they have a good chance today. They have a good, like, they're alive. Like, don't take the Giants. They're about to get swept. Type shit. Hit the follow button, guys, if you guys want just raw information like that. Just giving it to you like it is, man. Like it is. Glock says, what do you think about the Reds today? Let's look at Cincinnati. They put up 8 runs yesterday right off the bat. I'm not sure about that. So it does look like I have a small batting edge here. It does look like I have a clear, not super clear, but clear pitching edge. 7 runs and 34 innings for Andrew Abbott. Very good numbers for him there. They just put up 8 runs yesterday. They're priced at minus 150. Yeah. The line is not moving. It hasn't moved since last night. I'm going to say that for now, man, I'm good on this one. I'm good on this one for now. After putting 8 runs yesterday and this line's not moving with Andrew Abbott on the mound, maybe Randy Vasquez can come out here and deal. On the road, he's not so bad. 8 runs in 24 innings. I wouldn't be completely surprised, especially after yesterday's no-hitter into the 9th inning. Hit the follow button, guys, if this is your first time here. Do not miss out on these live streams, man. Let's go. Bro, my doggy. I think I saw it right here. Yes, found it. I watched the line movement and all that. Yeah, cool, man. I think it's pretty important. It's not the only factor, but it is a factor. And all factors are important. Let's get it, guys. Let's get it, man. Who wants to go next? Double tap the screen. YouTube, check in with me, man. Let me know if you guys got something. Let's do real quick the batting edge. Who has the batting edge in terms of handedness? Okay, so from the team perspective to the pitcher, which team is hitting lefties and righties better? Seattle's crushing righties. Texas is not crushing righties, so that's a righty on righty matchup there. Moving on here, St. Louis is crushing righties. Number 8 in against righties. Miami is crushing righties, and they got another one on the mound today with Brandon Pfaadt on the other side. Toronto is hitting righties pretty well. I'm going to check that box. The Dodgers are hitting righties pretty well. I'm going to check that box. Milwaukee is hitting righties pretty well. The Philadelphia Phillies are hitting righties pretty well. I'm going to check that box there. The Cubs are hitting righties pretty well. And that will do it. Pretty close call there on the Angels, but I'm gonna leave it off. I'm going to say it has to be at least 10 teams different, 10 spots greater for me to call it a advantage, okay? So that was it, just based on handedness, which handedness is really important, guys. We got to definitely consider it. If you have something for me, double tap the screen right now. I'll get to your play. I'll scroll up as far as you need. Otherwise, I'm not going to waste time with people that might have left already. I'm just here for the people that are still here. For the people that are still here, just double tap the screen and I'll go find your play right now. My man RR says, what do you think about the Tigers today? Let's take a look at Tigers. They're at home here against Minnesota. So like I was just talking about this one, I think you have another pitching edge here with Casey Mize. I like the spot here for Detroit. They are pretty good after a loss. They are 21-10 after a loss. But who the hell is Minnesota? Minnesota's been one of these teams where they've been kind of hard to figure out lately because they just, they'll be terrible in one game and then great in the next game against Seattle, against Detroit. These are good wins, man. So For now, I would say Minnesota is one of those teams that like they don't really care what the spot is or whatever, and they could be a little dangerous. So just be careful with Minnesota. They are kind of like on a bit of a IDAGF. It's hard to say that in out loud. ADAGF moment right here. They just do not care. They and the line does look like it's behaving a little sketchy right now. So I would say there is probably value in Minnesota somehow, some way, even with Bailey over on the mound. Jeffrey says, I like the 8.5 runs over with Alcantara and Font today. Yeah, I did see that one, man, and I'm not going to disagree with you. I'm not going to talk you off of it because, yeah, Brandon Font has not been that guy. He's been much better at home. Look at his home starts here. This is, if you take out the one outlier, there's 8 runs given up in 0 innings against Washington. If you take that out, the rest of his home starts are 5 runs over 29 innings in his last 5 games. That's fantastic. That's the only thing I would say, but he's up against a really, really hot Miami lineup. Who would have thought? Who would have thought you guys hear that here in 2025? But yes, that is the case right now. And then on the other side, you got Alcantara, who's showing some positive regression coming. He's been showing some positive regression, but on the road, he's not so much. 22 runs in 22 innings. If you're looking at over in Arizona versus Miami. As square as that sounds, it's not a bad play. It's not terrible with these bad pitchers. Just keep in mind they did put up 17 runs yesterday. The GOAT, it's been a while, brother. Welcome back, man. Welcome back. Let's go, man. Hit the follow button, guys, if this is your first time here. We're about to get to our recap. In fact, we have to get to our recap soon, very soon, actually. So let's go, man. Double tap if you have something for me. Double tap the screen and I'll go find your play on YouTube. Send me some live reactions, man. Hit the thumbs up. Let's get to it, guys. Let's get to it, man. Otherwise, we keep it moving. We got to check some more boxes here, guys. Nobody has anything for me? There's a few games that are starting to stand out more than the rest. I need to know, where are you guys at with Seattle and Texas today? Brian Wu on one side, Kumar Rocker on the other side. Are you guys feeling Seattle or are you feeling Texas today? Seattle or Texas? Come on, guys. Get ready to tap. Blue for the Mariners. Red for the Rangers. Blue for the Mariners. Red for the Rangers. Just tap the emoji here. You don't have to go search for it. Just tap either blue or red right here. What side are you guys on? Are you guys on the blue for the Mariners or the red Rangers? Blue Mariners, red Rangers. Everybody's on the M's again today. That was an extra innings win yesterday. Blue for the Rangers. Seattle, says Jeffrey. Okay. A lot of people taking the Mariners so far. Well, most of the people taking the Mariners so far. So yeah, this Kumar Rocker guy, if you guys don't know about him, yeah, he's not a rookie. It looks like he just missed all of last year. He's played 3 home games this year, 4 runs in 17 innings. Pretty good home numbers for him there. Blue for the Mariners, red for the Rangers, guys. What do y'all think? Red. Okay, looks like a few people taking Seattle. Nobody taking the Rangers. That's a little interesting to me. The Rangers did show some life yesterday. Definitely showed some life. In fact, they're at home. Their home numbers are starting to look a little better. Number 15, that was looking pretty cold for a long time. I don't know. Brian Wu, on the road, he's a little worse. Am I making the case for Texas? I don't know. But for now, I'm probably not stepping in front of Seattle. Not with the batting edge. They have a very, very good batting edge. Wu is solid. Yes, overall, he is solid. But just lately, he's not pitching his greatest. 14 runs over 31 innings. That's a 4.0 ERA. That's not like Brian Wu, man. And on the road, just gets hit a little bit more. 9 runs over 18 innings. That's a 4.5 ERA. I don't know. This Kumar Rocker guy, I've made fun of him before. I'm like, who the hell is Kumar? But overall, pretty bad. Below average, but at home. In 4 starts, at home, 4 runs and 5 runs in 20 innings. So not bad there. I'm like, who the hell is this Kumar guy? Let's go, guys. Double tap the screen if you have something for me. If not, we're gonna keep it moving, man. We gotta keep it moving with who has the pitching, who has a pitching disadvantage today in terms of who has like a weakness, okay, against lefties and righties, okay, who has a weakness today. And before we do that, real quick, we have a few guys here. You guys know by now, we have a few guys here that have some accents in their names. We gotta remove the here we go. We gotta remove the A. Not a problem. So listen up, guys. If you guys are doing some player stuff today, I'm not gonna be doing any player stuff today, but this is gonna help you with your player stuff. Let's see. Let's take a look here. Which guy should you be looking for today? Looking to fade today and looking to tail. Let's take a look here. Jesus Luzardo. These guys all have accents in their names, and it really just throws the. All right, guys. If you guys are doing some player stuff today, player props. I'm calling it player stuff just to keep it clean, guys. Remember, guys, keep the chat clean, keep the comments clean. Yeah. And this guy, man. This guy. Is his name Mike or Michael Soroka? Come on, man. Make up your mind. All right, guys. We're ready. Let's go, guys. Who has the disadvantages today in terms of just like a pitching weakness here? So I'm looking here, guys. I would consider that Detroit Casey Mize. He has a serious issues. He has a pretty significant issues against righties. Okay, and this is probably where you can probably build the case up because Minnesota is loaded with righties. Loaded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2 switch hitters. Six righties in the lineup for Minnesota today. So I'm going to say that's an advantage there for Minnesota. Okay, so maybe Bailey Ober. That's probably what you needed there to help you get there. Okay, Seattle is Brian Wu. Maybe this is where Texas can stay in the game, guys, because Brian Wu has a serious issue against lefties. How many lefties are in Texas lineup? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 switch hitters, 5. I'm not going to call that an advantage, but if you're looking for your player stuff today, Josh Smith, Seager, they could eat today. Evan Carter, those guys could eat today against Brian Wu. Okay. On the other side, you got a disadvantage as well. Texas Kumar Rocker against lefties. He's got a serious issue against lefties. How many lefties on the other side? 1, 2, 3, 4. Not a whole lot, but yeah, consider Crawford on that side on Seattle. He could have an advantage there. Moving on, guys, to Zach Eflin. Zach Eflin is showing a weakness against lefties. Tampa Bay has 1, 2, 3, 4. Not enough lefties in the lineup, but Brandon Lowe, who somebody tagged me yesterday. Chris, where you at, Chris? Or Chris? Was it Christian or Chris? I think Christian tagged me about Brandon Lowe yesterday. Brandon Lowe. So consider one of the Lowe brothers there to eat today against Zach Eflin. Okay. Moving on here to Paul Blackburn. He looks like he has a serious issue against righties. Does Pittsburgh have righties in their lineup? They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. Is 5.5 enough for me to say there's an advantage? I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say 5.5 or more. Yes, that is an advantage for Pittsburgh. Okay, so that's probably the route to how Pittsburgh can stay in this game today, because Blackburn, he sucks anyways, and he sucks even more against righties. So keep that in mind, guys. But on the other side, Bailey Falter he's not safe either, because he has a serious issue against righties. How many righties in the Mets lineup today? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. Also an advantage there for the Mets. So I'm going to say that's 5.5 there. I'm going to call that a wash later on. But for now, I'm just going to say that's an advantage on both sides. Okay, so maybe you could see some runs there. Moving on, guys. Not every game has this kind of advantage or disadvantage. Robbie Ray looks like he has a weakness against righties. That's a small sample size, though, so I'm going to leave that alone. I'm going to say there's got to be a sample size of at least 30 batters faced. 30 batters faced, so that would take out the sample size for Pittsburgh's Bailey Falter. Okay, guys, so that's the filter I'm going to use there. I'm going to say that is not an advantage for the Mets because the sample size is too small. Let's look at like 30 and up, or the numbers got to be pretty similar. Moving on here to Robbie Ray. Nope. Here we go. This one is pretty clear. The White Sox, Adrian Hauser. He has a serious issue against lefties. Serious issues against lefty. I'm about to get to all the questions, guys. We're almost done with this segment here. White Sox have a serious issue against lefties. Let's see, does San Francisco have lefties in their lineup? They have 1, 2, 3. 3 lefties in the lineup. Not enough to take advantage of that. But if you were looking for lefties, guys, 2 of them at the top, Devers and Yastrzemski. Consider those one of those 2 guys there to help you out with your player stuff. St. Louis, Miles Michaelis. He has a serious issue against righties. Does Cleveland have righties? They have 1, 2. Only 2 guys in their lineup. Look for Lane Thomas to eat, but the rest of the guys not so much. Moving on here, guys, to Brandon Pfaadt. We all know he's struggling, but he's struggling even more against lefties. Does Miami have lefties in the lineup? Ooh, I hope they do. 1, 2, 3. Nope, they don't have lefties in the lineup, but look for Sanchez and Stowers, or Stowers, however you say his name. They could eat today, okay? Boston, Lucas Giolito. Lucas Giolito has a serious issue against righties. Does Toronto have righties in their lineup? They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ding, 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 ding. That is an advantage there for Toronto. And specifically, if you're looking for righties, consider Bo Bichette, Vlad Guerrero, Springer, Clement. All those guys can eat there. I'm going to say that's another advantage there for Toronto in terms of the batting edge. Okay, almost done here, guys. Kasparis. Ben Kasparis is the primary pitcher for the Dodgers today. I'm going to say that he has a disadvantage against lefties. Does Kansas City have lefties in the lineup? I'm looking. Kansas City lefties. Again, guys, listen up for your player props. I'm giving you guys the guys right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, they don't have lefties. Too many lefties in the lineup. But look for my man Vinny Pasquantino. Vinny Pasquantino could have a good day today. Okay, almost done here. Quinn Priester for the Milwaukee Brewers. Quinn Priester for the Milwaukee Brewers has a serious issue against righties. We never have this many guys, but we got a lot today. And speaking about having a lot, Colorado has a lot of righties. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 righties in the lineup, 6.5 righties in the lineup. That is an advantage for Colorado, actually. And if you're looking for righties against Priester, look for Jordan Beck, Freeman, or Goodman. That's your 1, 2, 3 there in Colorado. Almost done here. I think we are done, actually. One more, Colin Ria. Colin Ria against lefties, very strong numbers against righties, but really poor numbers, very poor numbers against lefties. Does Houston have lefties in their lineup? No, they're all righties, so they really cannot take advantage of that. Moving on here, guys. These are the last 2 right here. Mike Soroka. Mike Soroka has serious issues against lefties. Do the Angels have lefties in the lineup? They have 1, 2. Nope, they don't have lefties in the lineup, but look for Chanuel, however you say his name. That guy could eat today. That's the number 2 there for the Angels. Last one here, Kyle Hendricks has an issue against righties. We already know Washington does not have righties in their lineup. They're lefty heavy. Riley Adams, I don't know. The guys in the bottom lineup could eat. Anyways, guys, that is it. Bros locked in. Yes, man. That was not even let him cook a clock. We're about to get him let him cook a clock. All right, guys. Let's see. What have you guys been saying lately? Hit the follow button, guys. If this is your first time here, do not miss out on these streams. Good day or bad days, they happen, guys. They happen. But I'm out here guiding you guys in the right direction, giving you guys the right reads, trying to at least guide you in the right direction, okay? Somebody said the other day, man, when your stream starts, it feels like Christmas, man. It feels like Christmas, and that means a lot to me. That means I'm out here doing my job, man. I'm just trying to guide you guys in the right direction. Does that mean we're going to win every single day? No, it doesn't. It's okay. We're going to take losses. We're going to take L's. But as long as we get more wins than losses, bro, that's a winning formula there. Hit the follow button, guys, if it's your first time here. Hit the follow button if it's your first time here, guys. Do not miss out on these live streams. My man wants to know about Ohtani under 1.5 Ks. He has not hit the over 1.5 Ks in his first 2 starts. I've told you guys in his first 2 starts, that's a guy that didn't do any rehab either. Look how rusty they are without any rehab. Okay, they could be rusty with rehab, and how much more rusty could they be without rehab? So, guys, he's still getting he's still trying to get in the mix of things. I still think he goes another inning or two. Ben Casperas has been the bulk reliever after Ohtani. There's some conversations about him moving to the bullpen. This guy he's not ready to pitch. He's not ready to pitch a full game. So don't get trapped by that 1.5 K, because yes, if he was pitching 5-6 innings, yes, he would be getting that Ks easily. But that it's 1.5 for a reason. Let's look at it today. So is Kansas City showing a whole lot of plate discipline? No, they're not. 24th in the bottom of the category in terms of BBs, in terms of walks. So they're not showing a lot of plate discipline, but one thing they are showing discipline is they're not striking out. Okay, so even if they're not drawing walks, they're not striking out. They're top 10 in terms of strikeouts allowed. So they're not striking out. They're not swinging and missing. They're not just watching the ball go right down the middle. So if I was asked, will Shohei Ohtani hit his strikeout props today, I would say no. Can I revisit Ober's weakness? I got you, brother. Bailey Ober has a serious weakness against righties. The righties in Detroit lineups are, let's see, there you have 1, 2, 3. Only 3 righties in the lineup, so not enough to take advantage of it. But if you're looking for some righties, Gleyber Torres would be your guy there, or Torkelson. Torres or Torkelson. Those guys are going to be more prone to having a good day today, guys. If this is your first time here, hit the follow button. Hit the follow button. Theo, I never miss a stream. Cool, man. I appreciate it, man. Yo, y'all gotta chill with the government's name, though, man. Who gave y'all that name? Why ask the comments what they want to know if you don't address them? Bro, I'm looking right at the comments. I just addressed the comments right away. If you're talking about while I'm cooking, bro, let me cook because it's for the greater good, and then I come back and I give you guys a chance to break down. Some people clearly have no patience. Anyways, man. Cool, man. Guys, if this is your first time here, hit the follow button. Why is bro Rose? You're right? Dude, I've literally been answering questions for 3 minutes. Jeffrey says Seattle. Yeah, we talked about that. I think that was the time we were doing the polls. Anyways, bro, I've been reading. Yeah, guys, I cook for a little bit and then I come back here. I cook for a little bit and I come back here. If you guys rather me have a guest and me just talk to my guest the whole day and truly ignore comments, then I can do that. But I don't think that's helpful for anybody. I don't think I get warmed up like that. I don't think it helps me, and it doesn't help any of you. So I'm gonna keep this interactive as long as possible, okay? But a month from now or this September, when there's 500 people here, when there's 1,000 people watching me, it's probably gonna be a guest speaker because the comments are gonna get out of control. So take advantage while you can right now. I do have, I don't even think that's a vision, bro. I think it's guaranteed to happen, okay? I know I'm giving you guys good information, and it's just, I'm bound to blow up. The Discord has already tripled in size over the last 2 months. Everybody was impressed over that 16-1 start to TikTok. My TikTok videos started off 16-1, okay? Hit the follow button because to me, that's not even impressive. I've done that before. I've done that several times before. MLB unders. This year I had a 13-0 run with MLB unders. The playoffs to start the NBA playoffs, I think it was 14-0 to start the playoffs. Bro, these records don't impress me, okay? Talk to me about NFL primetime when I hit 33 in a row. Okay? And that's real. That's real. That was unit-wise. So unit-wise, there was one game, there was a Super Bowl. The Rams Super Bowl, we hit 10 units on that play, which that was my biggest play ever. I've never done a bigger play than more than that. But then after that, primetime games, bro, we went until like November without missing a single primetime game. 33-0 was way more impressive to me. 20-0, I've done that recently too. Hit the follow button, guys. When I get hot, nobody's hotter. What's the under today, bro? That's a good question. The line movements were on yesterday. Need more of those. Okay. Yeah, Sash. Sash. A lot of people think that's good information, and I get it from a source that I think is credible. Okay, a lot of the stuff on Action App, a lot of the stuff on Picket and stuff. That stuff is, I don't know. I only have one source that I trust over the years, and if you guys want it, I can always give you that information. If you guys are talking specifically about like the reversals, when I say sketchy or when I say somehow, some way, those reversals are now 69 and 35 over the last 2 months or so, 66%. So right away, you can hit 66% of your plays if you consider just hitting the if you consider just the reversals, okay? And there are some teams here that are look at Miami. Miami's 8-3. I'm sharing my screen on YouTube, by the way, if you want to head there. Miami is 8-3. 8-3 when the reversal is favoring them, okay? So they just picked up another win in that category yesterday. That's a team that tells me, okay, that's a team that can follow the cap. Okay, who else is another team that just really obeys the cap? Cleveland 4-1. The Angels 7-2. Pretty good numbers there. Just teams that are just obedient to the cap. Teams that are disobedient. I don't have too many. The Athletics, okay, but I know that I can usually just ignore this. So I with the Athletics, I usually don't make anything of it. Colorado had a number here, but I lost it. Damn it, I must have deleted it. I gotta find out. I'm gonna have to revert my versions and see what that works. And then on the other side, guys, teams that just do not care what spot you're in. Let's see. You have some teams that are. This is like I put IDGAF. I'm tracking the sweeps. If you guys want to know the sweeps. Anyways, I'm watching all the stuff on. I'm tracking all this stuff on my YouTube. I'm sharing my screen. So if you want to head there, we're about to do the recap, and that would be a time to do that. Let's go through the weather, guys. We haven't talked about the weather today, okay? Hit the follow button if you have not already followed, because I'm out here just giving you guys good information, good knowledge, man. And one of the things that we're about to go through right now is not just any weather report, it's the ballpark factors, okay? Ballpark factors. If you guys want to go pay ballpark, you can go pay them. That's $10 a month. Or you could just tune into my streams, hit the follow button so you get this kind of information. Let's go, man. We are going to have some runs expected in Boston today. In Boston, we are seeing plus 19% runs in Boston. In Cincinnati, again, guys, right now I'm just giving you the raw data. Later, we can go in and see if it's an actual good spot or not for an over or an under. San Diego's Cincinnati, you're seeing plus 17, plus 42% home runs. Plus 42% home runs in Cincinnati today. In Baltimore, it looks like you're having another day where you could see some runs here. Plus 16% runs, plus 21% home runs. In the Pirates game, it looks like Pirates could probably put up some runs again because that ballpark, the weather is helping there. Plus 12% runs, plus 12% home runs. In the Yankees game, I'm cooking, guys. I'm cooking. Give me one moment here. Drop your plays and I'll get to it. In Yankee Stadium, you're looking at plus 22% runs, plus 34% home runs. Okay? Plus 11% runs, plus 34% home runs in Yankee Stadium. In Cleveland, that's usually a pitcher's park there, but not today. Not today. That's because in Cleveland, you're seeing plus 16% home runs in Cleveland. In Los Angeles, you're seeing the Angels game is plus 11% home runs. At the White Sox game, you're seeing plus 14% home runs. In Milwaukee, looks like the roof is open there. Somebody confirm with me. Looks like it is, yes. Plus 20% home runs in Milwaukee today. And that is it, guys. So if you guys were keeping track, that is weather that's helping all overs today. Nothing is helping the under. But one thing I would say, and this is something I'm tracking, guys, because I care this much. I am going to track everything that I think is worth tracking. So when you guys hear the weather report, I think a lot of that information is baked into the line. I think I think you could see a little bit of overreaction. I think if the other boxes check off, you should consider it. But if you're going to do it just based on what the weather is doing, what the wind is doing, you're not going to win in that, because overs, when the ballpark factors are saying that the weather is helping overs, I got that at 37 and 51. That is pretty bad. 37 and 51 there. The unders, guys, there's not a whole lot. Clearly no unders today. Unders are hitting a lot better. 22 and 19 when Ballpark Pal is telling me that the weather is helping the under today. But if you break it down even further, guys, pay attention. When I tell you there's an under between 20 and 29%, okay, tell me if I'm being crazy about this, if I'm breaking it down too further. But when the under is between 20 and 29%, that's the sweet spot. 10 and 4 is that spot there. Pretty good numbers there. When the wind is just not too high, right, because there's an overreaction, and not too low. It is just the right spot. It's 20 and 29. Let me know if that's good information or if I'm just doing too much here. But usually the over is accounted for. Just keep that in mind, guys. 37 and 51 when the over is accounted for. I love how you do this live stream. Hey, bro, thank you, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I try to keep this interactive. I try to give you guys information, man. Hit the share button. If you guys want to share this with 5 of your buddies right now, this would be the time to do it. Because I'm going to do the recap right now, and we got to bounce out of here. We got to get out of here today, okay? Hit the share button. If you want to send this to 5 of your friends, send it right now and take a screenshot of it and send it to me on Discord. I'm going to send you a free play that you're not going to find anywhere else, okay? It's not going to be on TikTok. It's not going to be in the free play channel. It's not going to be anywhere else. So I'm going to send you a free play. Just send this to 5 of your buddies and do it right now because we're about to do the recap, okay? In the meantime, those of you that want to head to my YouTube, that's where I'm sharing my screen. You'll see my my plays. You'll see some good stuff there. You'll see a surprise. You'll see a little surprise there on YouTube. Okay. Let's see, guys. I don't have the reversal information or the line movement information, but we're gonna do one other thing real quick. Let's see if any lineups are announced yesterday, because yesterday I did not know how hot the Brewers lineup was, for example, until I saw this lineup information. So I'm sharing my screen. I'm showing you guys everything. Let me see if any Saturday lineups have been announced yet. Looks like the Athletics are full today. Listen up, guys. Yeah, it looks like it's still a little early. A lot of Friday lineups. No Saturday lineups have been announced yet. Yeah. Okay, so we're not going to do that, but we could do which teams are hot right now. Like, what team has consecutive hot bats in their lineup right now? Looks like the Twins are pretty hot. They're kind of spread out a little bit, but Buxton, Correa, and Brooks Lee, all those guys seem the ball really well. I'm going to say that the Minnesota lineup is hot. Moving on. Not a whole lot of... Oh, here we go. The Nationals are hot. Of course they are. The Nationals are hot, bro. They're really streaky right now. In fact, guys, 5 guys in the Nationals. Best burger in town, by the way. Don't talk to me about Whataburger or In-N-Out. 5 guys, number 1. Hit the smiley face right now if 5 guys is number 1. If In-N-Out is number 1, hit the crying face right now. 5 guys are In-N-Out. 5 guys, red for 5 guys, blue for In-N-Out. That's a serious question right there. Anyways, 5 guys in the Nationals lineup right now. 5 guys in the Nationals lineup right now are hot. They're all the 1 through 5. They're all top 70 right now. C.J. Abrams, James Woods, Garcia, Lowe, Bell. All of these guys. Bro, yes, In-N-Out is good, but it's not like 5 guys. Come on, guys. Don't tell me it's a Whataburger, bro. You're from Texas, bro. You gonna tell me Jack in the Box? DC, stand up. You're from DC, Jeffrey? I don't know if you can see. Yeah, I got the wallpaper right there. Washington Post. Bro, you gotta be from Texas, man. You gonna tell me what? Jack in the Box? Come on, bro. Trash. Jack in the Box. I don't think I've ever tried Jack in the Box, but I've tried Whataburger. Whataburger's okay, but to me it tastes like you take a bite into it and it's like too soft. I don't know, a little soggy. Oh man, 5 guys. If you haven't had 5 guys, you're missing out. And last point here, do not sleep on Shake Shack. Oof. Bro, Shake Shack might be up there. They just got some audacity charging 5 guys prices. Anyways, 5 guys in Nationals lineup. C.J. Abrams, all the 1 through 5, they're all super hot. I'm gonna check that box there. The Marlins are hot. 3, yeah, a lot of their batters are hot, so I'm gonna say that is a hot lineup there. I'm checking that extra box. I usually don't do this segment, but yesterday when I was looking at it, I was like, damn, I missed out on like Brewers. Brewers are. Let me see how hot are the Brewers. I haven't found them yet. I'm moving on here. The Cubs, yeah, the Cubs are pretty hot. I'm gonna say the Cubs lineup is pretty hot, so I'm gonna check that box there. Moving on here, Mumbo Sauce was good. Yeah, bro, Mumbo Sauce is slept on. Nobody knows about that. Chicken wings with Mumbo Sauce, bro. Carry out. Yum's number 2 in DC. What you know about that, bro? The Brewers, yep, here's the Brewers lineup. They are pretty hot, so I'm going to check that box there. And y'all don't know about chicken wings and mumbo sauce. The Blue Jays lineup, they're pretty hot. And it's actually the middle of their lineup, so it's not even the Guerreros and the Bichettes of the world. It's actually the Kirks, the Springers, and the Clements of the world. They are pretty hot there. I'm going to say the Toronto lineup is hot. I'm giving you guys your player props for the day, man. That was your player props for the day. Those are the guys you should be tracking today. Moving on here, guys. We're almost ready. It is about to be 12 o'clock, so we're gonna have to wrap it up here soon. Give me a moment here. What do you guys think, man? What do you guys think about Shake Shack? Have y'all had Shake Shack? Is that an East Coast thing? I think Shake Shack. Alejandro. Bro, you're like my girl. My girl be calling me out. She's like, it's the Padres. It's not the Padres. My babe. How weird would it be if I just go out here and just start rolling my R's? Padres. What up, guys? What up, man? Do you like any home runs today? We could talk about it. Salute. What's good? Don Raw, man. How you doing, bro? Can you look into Abby to hold Padres? You giving these guys nicknames, bro. Abby. I'm over here like, who's Abby? I got you, brother. Let's look at it. Abigail. No, man. Come on. Andrew Abbott. To hold K, so I need a guy that could go the distance. I like that. I need a team that is not showing a whole lot of plate discipline. Nah, bro. San Diego's actually walking pretty well, 10. And strikeouts are like top 8 right now. So can he get his case today? I would think there's a better matchup somewhere else, brother. Pitching today's looks good. When I look at the actual numbers, they look okay. But then I look at the expected numbers, and at least the late games, all the late games today look trash in terms of pitching. To hold Padres under 1.5. Oh, sorry. He's like, I don't do that DJ stuff. Yeah, I think Andrew Abbott has a good matchup today, and I think the Padres lineup is pretty cold. Good luck with that, brother. Yes, sir. DV Arlington. Hey, bro, you right there. You in Clarendon. I'm just a little further out. Just a little further out. Abbott scares me. Don't be scared, brother. But yeah, he has been pitching good. I told you guys after his no hitter, he had a complete game. Told you guys, man, I don't know, man, but he still showed me, man. He still showed me. Do I watch UFC? Nah, bro. I don't watch something that is not really profitable. It's so random to me. Sash wants to know if I like a home run today. I got some time today, so we could probably do a home run. There is a no sweat. Is there not a no sweat on DK? Can you guys not put a no sweat play in? No sweat home run. Give me a. Let's see. What segment do you guys want to do? You guys want to do the scoreless first inning or the home run? Give me a smiley face if you want the home run today, if you want the daily dinger, or if you guys want the scoreless first inning today. Smiley face for the home run, crying face for the scoreless first inning. What do you guys want to do today? What segment you want to do today? Scoreless first inning in blue. You guys know what I'm talking about. Or the dinger, daily dinger. Did you already do the recap? No, I haven't. Scoreless first inning in blue. Type blue for scoreless first. Daily dinger in red. Alejandro. What about JP Sears strikeouts? Let's take a look at it, David. Hit the follow button, bro. If it's your first time here, hit the subscribe button and make sure you give me a little thumbs up there, man. Because I'm out here just trying to feed, bro. I'm trying to feed the whole squad daily, man. Every single day. Weekdays 4 p.m. Eastern time. Every single weekday. Weekends, I'm gonna say play it by ear, but usually 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning. We're gonna be online, okay? Sears, JP Sears, against the Yankees. You are trying to do his strikeouts? I don't like it, bro. I don't like it right away because Sears has a bad matchup with Clark Schmidt. The problem is Clark Schmidt is lights out right now, so he's gonna stay in the game and he's gonna hold the Athletics to barely any runs according to the numbers, right? He's gonna hold down the Athletics lineup. And JP Sears could get rocked. He's getting rocked lately, and the Yankees are kind of trending in the right direction. So I don't trust that he could stay in the game. So he doesn't really pass that first filter for me. But let me look at it a little bit further for you. Are Yankees showing plate discipline? Yes, they are. Number 9 in walks. Are they striking out? They are striking out. So that's probably a lot of Aaron Judge. They are striking out. It looks like they're bottom 10 in strikeouts. So maybe it's not as bad, but bro, if if what it's come down to is you gotta look for JP Sears to get strikeouts in Yankee Stadium against the Yankees, bro. The pitching matchup is so bad that he might be on a shorter leash today than normal. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Jeffrey wants to do the scoreless first today. Drake dropped. Drake dropped. You guys still pay attention to what Drake is on? What up, Finn? Double tap the screen, guys. If you have something for me, I'll go scroll up and look for it. Do lefties hit Vasquez Vasquez for the Padres? Let's take a look at Vasquez. Vasquez, not Vasquez. Do lefties hit Vasquez? Pretty even numbers. In fact, the sample size is perfect. 54 to 50 over the last 30 days. So pretty even there. Not an advantage either way. Slight, just a couple 4 points more to the righties. Righties a little bit, hitting him a little bit more. But I would say that one is even, brother. If you have something for me, double tap the screen. Double tap the screen right now, and I'll get to your. Hey, somebody's in Maryland. Hey, what's up, Crizzy? Maryland, bro. You in? I hope you're not in the ratchet part, bro. If you are, just some people probably don't even know what ratchet means. I hope you're not in Baltimore or Hyattsville or something like that, brother. Take care if you are. The DMV, man. Who else is DMV? But Band's gonna take over. What about Mize? Tigers. Casey Mize. Let's look at his matchup today. I think he has a better chance of staying in the game today. I think Minnesota is not showing they're kind of average. They're 13 in walks. In terms of strikeouts, they are bottom 15. So that one's a better matchup there for Casey Mize to stay in the game and probably get his strikeouts today. We need a scoreless first. Marlins to score first. We can do either scoreless first or a let's see. What did you guys vote on? You guys voted on the scoreless first. Nobody wants the daily dinger, even though it's free on DK. Y'all do know on DK, I think it's free. You get like $10 every single day, right? To get a scoreless first. I've been putting that joint on 2 home runs, or you could do like a home. I think you could do like a home run lay. But if you guys want a scoreless first, we could look at it. Let's look at a scoreless first today, man. So the teams that are showing the worst numbers in the first inning, guys. And again, my bad. But the scoreless first yesterday that I called out was Dodgers versus Royals, and yes, they scored, but they each scored 1-1. And the tie was -1. I got it -110, guys. I went with the scoreless first. So I'm not big on these markets. I'm not shopping around. I'm not browsing it like it's a menu at a restaurant, bro. I just saw it when I was punching it in. I saw the tie has good value. So anytime, guys, that the scoreless first inning or the score in the first inning has good value on the tie, consider taking the tie. That'll cover you for something like yesterday. I think it was 1-1. Let me see. I'm doing all this yapping. I don't even know the score, guys. I really don't follow these markets as close as you guys do. You guys are making me more of a degen every single day, man. Yes, it was 1-1, so it was a tie first inning, guys. So that's what this inning. That's what this segment is going to be. If the value is there, I could probably go look at it. If the value is there, consider taking the tie. Between the Dodgers and the Royals, that one is still telling me here that I still got a good matchup for a scoreless first inning. That's because over the last 7 days, in the first inning, the Dodgers and the Royals are not producing runs, okay? And this is adjusted to ballpark. This is adjusted to weather. This is adjusted to defense, to ballpark, okay? So just in terms of offense, WRC+, it looks like the Dodgers and the Royals are still not that kind of first inning team. Let me see if I got somebody else. The Cincinnati Reds and the Padres. That would be my next one as well. So let me see if I have good pitching in either one of those games. Andrew Abbott, he could hold down the Padres, right? And then Randy Vasquez, can he hold his own against Cincinnati? What do you guys think? I think that one looks okay. And then you're going to have Shohei Ohtani on the other side. So he could probably hold down the Royals. And you have Seth Lugo. Seth Lugo is... What do you guys think? You guys over here getting me excited about a year fee or a tied inning. Scoreless first. Consider In general, no runs in the first inning is a disadvantage because you're facing the three best batters on each team. Okay? Keep that in mind, guys. Hit the follow button if it's your first time here. Keep that in mind that you are facing the top three batters on each team. So usually Yurfie actually probably makes a little bit more sense. But consider guys live during the game. If you like an under for the whole game, consider like the scoreless second inning or the scoreless third inning because then you're facing the middle of the lineup or the bottom of the lineup. Just my 2 cents on what historically I've thought about a scoreless first inning, but I'm opening up to it a little bit more. So what do you guys think? San Diego or Dodgers game? Scoreless first. The numbers are telling me those two are both pretty evenly good. Let me know what you guys think. Put up. Go ahead and put it in the chat if you're on YouTube. I think I could do a poll on YouTube. How do I do a poll? Oh, I could create a clip right here. That's pretty cool. Didn't know that. I'm over here learning technology. What is technology? All right, guys, we're doing a poll on TikTok. Get ready. Do you think the better scoreless first inning or tie, we're going to look at the odds, would be in the San Diego Padres and Reds game, or are we going back to Royals and Dodgers? What do you think? Give me a, let's see, what are the colors here? Red for the Reds game, blue for the Royals. Red for the Reds game, blue for the Royals. Where is the scoreless first inning? Come on. Come on. Red for the Reds, blue for the... I'm worked up, man. I'm ready. I'm ready for a scoreless first inning here. Like, if we don't got to freaking face the three best batters on each team right now. A simple 6 outs. Bro, it's not that simple. It's the best players on each team. Red for the Reds, blue for the Royals game. Dodgers. Dodgers makes more sense. Red for the Reds, blue for the Dodgers game. Where is the scoreless first inning? Come on, help me out, guys. Because I don't do these markets every single day. You guys do. Boop, 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 boop. Is Jake Paul fighting tonight? Red for the Reds, blue for the Royals. Nobody's going to help me out in this game? All right. I guess I got to do it myself. On paper, Dodgers versus Royals looks better. I would agree. Let's keep looking at this one, man. You are playing in Kauffman Stadium, right? In Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. The under there is 27. The under is 27-15. The scoreless first inning is 27-15. Well, that's not what the score, but that's under. So that's an unders park in Kansas City. So Shohei Ohtani, right? Let's do a little bit of surgery here. Shohei Ohtani, I'm not hyped about him for the game because he's only going to go one inning. But I think that one inning, he can shut down the Kansas City Royals. Seth Lugo, can he shut down the Dodgers? That's the biggest question, right? The Dodgers are a little bit scary, the scarier piece there. But man, Seth Lugo's been doing all right. 8 runs over his last 25 innings. He's only given up 2 innings in his last 17 innings. Only 2 runs. And I'm talking about all 6 innings. I'm just asking in the first. Just keep it chill. Just keep it chill in the first. No. I don't know. You guys do these markets way more than me. So let me know which one makes more sense. The Dodgers or the San Diego. Both of those are telling me I got good pitching. Did the scoreless first hit in the Reds game yesterday? No. It was 0-2 right away. What do you guys think? Do I like Bryce Harper or Julio Rodriguez? I could take a look at that, brother. Johnny, you asked me a couple times. I'm gonna answer, brother, right now. I'm gonna stop what I'm doing right now to ask you. Bryce Harper, back in the lineup for Philadelphia. Is he back in the lineup? Bro, he's still on IL. Is he back today? Is he expected back today? Where's Philadelphia? Am I tripping? Boop, 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 boop. Bro, does Philadelphia not play today? Here he is. Harper, not expected in the lineup today, brother. So I like, easy. I like Julio Rodriguez better than Better than Bryce Harper. Hit the follow button, guys. If this is your first time here, hit the follow button. What do you guys think about those scoreless first innings? What do y'all think? San Francisco and Sox? I'm going with... Are you talking about scoreless first, or what are you talking about, brother? Is Jake Paul fighting tonight? Julio Cesar Chavez. No runs. And the Giants, I mean, I could believe the Giants, bro. The Giants don't do a whole lot of scoring. Adrian Hauser versus Robbie Ray. Ooh. That one's not bad. Hauser's been nice, and he could hold down. Wait, hold up. Yeah, he's been nice, and he could hold down. He's only played 2 home games. I think he could hold down San Francisco. So do we just kind of ignore the first inning stats and just look at just the pitcher? I'm not opposed to that. Not opposed. No runs. Reds game. You like the Reds game? No runs first. Seattle game. Scoreless first. Brian Wu. Rocker. I don't know if I can trust Rocker. And those Seattle bats are pretty hot right now. Guys, so I pull up this WRC Plus information because that tells me specifically in the first inning. So those first 4 batters, I think in the first 3 batters, right? You gotta This tells me specifically what those batters are doing over the last 7 days. So are they all cold? Are they all hot? I don't like that. I don't dislike that Giants White Sox one. The numbers are kind of middle of the pack. But I do have good pitching on both sides. I do have bad bats on both sides. I do have, however, I have a ballpark that's 3rd best to the over. So there's runs scored in the White Sox game. White Sox home games most of the times. 23 and 15. That one's not a bad one, though. So I'm not going to disagree with you, brother. Are you guys picking? I'm confident. Are you guys picking the Dodgers tonight? Let's take a look at it, man. You got Kaspers on one side. You got the Dodgers, Ben Kaspers on one side. You got Seth Lugo on the other side. I do got the better bats on the Dodgers for sure. In terms of pitching, Seth Lugo. It looks like I have a pitching edge with Seth Lugo, but this is 2 different levels of competitions too. I would say Seth Lugo is the better pitcher, but I think Ben Kaspers, who is the primary pitcher today, the bulk reliever, I think he can do enough with the Dodgers, especially with Kansas City's lineup so cold. I wouldn't disagree with you if you're on the Dodgers. What's good, Conscious man? Welcome back, brother. If this is your first time here, hit the follow button, guys. Hit the follow button on YouTube, on TikTok, and then subscribe on YouTube, man. Give me a little thumbs up too. I'm going overtime with you guys right now. In fact, we got to wrap it up. We got to do the recap right now. Let me update all the numbers. And let's take a look at where we would be looking today, guys. We've been yapping enough. That scoreless first inning, I wanted you guys to decide between... I really like the 3 of those. If you guys can help me decide in the chat between the San Fran game, between the Cincinnati game, and the Dodgers game, what do y'all think? Where's the scoreless first? Seattle, Baltimore. I'm looking to see where these lines have moved so far. The Mets line is moving down. Cincinnati. Guys, we're going to have to, when things are goofy the way they've been the last 2 days, probably got to start taking some teams like the Pirates and the Miami Marlins, man. I am not opposed to it. Minus 168. Cincinnati. Cleveland Guardians hasn't moved. Arizona Diamondbacks. Now the line is moving in their direction. Okay. Toronto, minus 120. Ben Kaspers, the Dodgers. The Dodgers are down to minus 162. That line is moving in favor of Kansas City. This line is moving in favor of Milwaukee Brewers. Atlanta, this line has stayed the same. Houston line has stayed the same. Angels line has moved down. Okay, this line is moving against the Angels today. Where would I consider a total today? Freddie Freeman's going to eat Lugo. Something is telling me that don't sleep on Brian Wu, Bassett, and Robbie Ray K's, y'all. Okay. Don just gave y'all 4 strikeout guys today. Let's just parlay. Let's just lay all 3 of them, brother. I'm telling you, you got to face the 3 best batters, bro. You are better doing off scoreless second inning. I don't know. Are the odds usually worse on scoreless first inning? I mean, they have to be. But can you do that market live? I mean, can you do that ahead of time? I think you could do it on FD. I think I've seen it on FD. Let's look at what a scoreless first inning pays in, I don't know, Dodgers versus Royals. Let's look at Dodgers versus Royals real quick, and then we'll see what a scoreless second inning pays, okay? I'm going to get more familiar with these markets right now. Okay, guys. I'm looking at in the first inning. Okay, they got this thing at minus 120 today. Let me see what the tie would be. Guys, the tie is usually 10 cents more. For 10 cents, would you not take the tie? Do we call this segment the tied first inning? You guys let me know. Would you rather do the tie for 10 cents more? I think that's valuable. More likely to happen. I mean you gotta weigh the odds on that. I think a tie is very likely to happen. A draw? Do you guys like draws? What do you guys think? Give me a smiley face if you like the tie. Give me the crying face if you like the scoreless. Tie for red, blue for scoreless. Everybody's saying tie has okay. So why does everybody say nerfy, bro? Why? We got to come up with a new name. We got to come up with what's better. Hit the smiley face. Hit the smiley face if you like the tie or the draw. Hit the crying face if you like the scoreless. Let's look at second inning. Second inning, 0 runs, minus 150. Yeah, they make sure to price that. Minus 144. Yeah, they make sure to price it different, but there's way more value on a scoreless second inning or third inning because you're not facing the top of the lineup. Tied. Would it be weird if I just call it tied? Like, how can I call the segment? Fourth is better? Fourth, then you're kind of going through like the second, third time through the lineup sometimes. But you guys know better than me, so I hear you guys. Toma, thanks for double tapping. Again, guys, if you guys double tap, it'll get your name flashing on the screen. I'll scroll up and find what you want. He says, what do you think about the Rangers today? I think the Rangers do have a chance with Kumar Rocker at home. He's been better. 5 runs over 20 innings at home. I thought they hung in that game pretty well yesterday, and this market is moving in favor of Texas. I think Texas could stay in this game. So I'm not completely mad at that one, brother. Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. All right. We were going to look at some totals. Where can I consider some second inning hitters are dangerous? It depends. But yeah, it's like the middle of the lineup typically. It depends how the line moves. It all depends how the line moves. Let's do I think Ohtani can hold down the Royals, yes. Can the Royals hold down? Can Seth Lugo hold down the Dodgers is the big question. You guys are going to make me look at like... Yeah, that one's scary. San Francisco versus White Sox. Robbie Ray to do his piece. White Sox to do their piece. I'm assuming, guys, I also assume that most of these scoreless firsts pay the same. Or are they usually, I think sometimes I see like a crazy number, right? Let me see. What's the minus 140 for the tie in San Francisco? Scoreless first, 130. Robbie Ray goated. Yeah, it's minus 130, bro. And that's a ballpark that does see overs. Let me see. I'll come back to that. Stay to the end. I'll give you guys a daily dinger and a scoreless first. How about that? I'll give you both of them today. Just stay around to the end. Hit the subscribe button if you're on YouTube. Hit the follow button if you're on TikTok. Okay, we're going overtime today, man. We're just talking it up today, man. Giving you guys a lot more attention today too, man. Peep his stats against the Sox. Who? Troll artist. Robbie Ray is goated. peep his number against who? Yoshi, I gave you a good money line yesterday, brother. The Mariners hit. But the plays do got to be better. They do got to be better. I gave you guys Mariners yesterday. Watch out for the video later today. All right, guys, we got to wrap it up. We got to go. Peep his stats against the Sox. I only tracked this season and last year, and it looks like he played one game last year, 1 run in 6 innings. So pretty good numbers there for Robbie Ray. But somebody else thinks he's a con artist, so keep in mind that. All right, guys. Let's see. Where in the world would I consider a total today? Okay. One of the games I would consider a total, is that one that we keep talking about, the White Sox versus Robbie Ray. White Sox and Giants, because you do have really good pitching on both sides. And you do have cold bats on both sides. Let me see if where that line is at right now, because it was at 8 earlier or last night when I was up late night trying to cook it up with you guys, man, trying to get it ready for you guys. So let's look at the White Sox versus the Giants here. I think I have a line that is moving in favor of the under. This line is moving in favor of the under, so I'm going to go ahead and make note of that here. I'm going to go ahead and make note of that right there. Let me see where this thing opened up. Yeah, it was juiced to the over. Now it is juiced to the under. So, guys, that's going to help me when it comes to picking that scoreless first. When it comes to picking that scoreless first or that tied first inning, I'm gonna be considering where the line is moving. Okay, another game where I'm gonna consider a possible low-scoring game would be San Diego Padres versus Cincinnati. San Diego Padres versus Cincinnati. It looks like this line was at 9.5 total. That's a high total there in Cincinnati, but it's a Great American Small Park for a reason. Nine and a half. Juice to the under is where it's at now. So it is juice to the under. It is moving in the right direction. Let me see where it opened up last night. 9.5 juice to the over. So it is moving in the right direction there as well. Between Vasquez and Abbott, you could see a low scoring game. The market definitely agrees. That'll do it for where are the best pitchers. That's the best pitching matchups. Let me check expected numbers. Brian Wu and Rocker. Could they put together a low-scoring game? I don't trust Rocker against Seattle. That's kind of dangerous. Bassett versus Giolito. No, thank you. Giolito gets hit on at home. Bassett gets hit on the road. Jesus Luzardo versus Schwellenbach. Everybody, again, last time Jesus Luzardo took the mound, I told you guys, be careful. His numbers look like they're inflated, but he had 2 terrible starts, and the rest of them are pretty good. Would I consider a low-scoring game here between Philadelphia and Atlanta? This one looks like it might be on Fox as well. Might be on national TV. Yes, it is. Ooh, bro, how do I know this? I just looked at that like based on the start time on a Saturday at 7:15. I'm like, that sounds like a Fox game. So yeah, typically, so for some reason those national TV games, man, every time I tune in, it's just a low-scoring game every single time. Let me know if anybody else has noticed that. So this thing is juiced to the under. Let me see where I was at earlier. Earlier this morning, it was juiced to the over. So, okay, don't be surprised. Am I crazy? Do you guys tune into a national TV game and it's like always low scoring? I don't know. Ooh. Okay, guys, that is it for the best pitching on the game. Best pitching. Let's look at where do we have the worst pitching or where do we have the best chance for an over. Best chance for an over may be between the Mets and the Pirates. Blackburn versus Falter. Yeah, that pitching is pretty bad. Let's see. This thing was at 9 earlier. Let's see where it's at now. Mets and Pirates. Everybody's saying Mets and Pirates, man. Problem is those lineups are pretty doo-doo. But let's see. The pitching definitely. The remix. Don't make fun of others if you can't make fun of yourself. Yes, this line is moving in favor of the over. It's up to 9.5 now. Earlier today, it was at 9. It was actually 9 juice to the under. So it went from 9 juice to the under all the way to 9.5. So yeah, we are looking at some positive movement there for the over. Okay, another game where I would consider a possible over. Where do I have bad pitching on both sides? It looks like Miami versus Arizona. No surprise there. Arizona versus, we got Fonts versus Alcantara. Let's see. This line was at 8.5 earlier. It is now at 9. So yes, I could possibly see a excuse me, a good total there. So 9 is the total. It's at 9 now. It was at 8.5 earlier. Let me see, 8.5. It was juiced to the over, so it is moving in the right direction. If you're looking at an over there in Miami versus Arizona, you really don't have to convince me about that one too much. Those are just bad pitchers I don't trust. Toronto versus Boston. Looks like the expected numbers are good. I'm gonna leave that one alone. Here's the last one. Lance McCullers, not really good at home. Colin Ria, not so bad. Guys, these are games we really didn't talk about. We didn't go into too much detail today. I don't feel like I'm really completely warmed up, but we got to go here. We got to do the recap. Houston and Cubs. Houston and Cubs. This total was at 8.5 earlier. It is 8.5 juice to the under. So this one is not moving in the right. So hold up. So today is the 28th. This thing opened up at. Yeah, it's for some reason it's moving in the wrong direction. So no, thank you. All right, guys, that was it for where are the totals that I would consider today. That's it for where are the totals. Okay, if you're not already following, hit the follow button because I do these live streams every single day. Whether it's a good day, whether it's a bad day, I'm showing up first of all, and I'm giving you guys good information. Okay, hit the follow button. Also, when it comes to college football season, do not forget this page. Come college football season, man. Numbers were electric last year. 13 out of 15 winning weeks in college football. Season is so short. Do not forget this page come college football season. It was a 68% hit rate for the entire season. That is crazy, okay? Crazy for the entire season in college football. My NFL pretty good too. That was like 58%. That number was way more believable, let's put it that way, because 55, anytime you hit more than 55% in this business, it's a good opportunity. And if you're not already subscribed on YouTube, make sure you're subscribed. Hit the thumbs up as well. 58% in NFL, 68% on college football. It was another level. And honestly, guys, I feel like last year I wasn't as well versed as I'm going to be this year, bro. This year I'm going to take a lot more time to study up on the off season, study up on the players, study up on the coach. I'm being honest with you guys, okay? I'm giving you guys the numbers. I am way more versed at data automation, and I'm gonna have data automated. I have my college football model, but it's nothing compared to the way I've gotten my MLB model this year. So I'm expecting to be even better this college football season. Follow the stream, follow the page so you don't lose it come college football season. Let's get it, guys. The Brewers, the Braves, and the Padres blew my Lays yesterday. Braves. Guys, remember, the Braves and the Mets. Remember the two teams that I told you guys were in a similar Sunday night baseball spot where they had to play the night game, then they had no rest and they had to travel to a new city. Both of those hit yesterday. Both of those were a fade opportunity of the Mets and the Braves. Remember, they played that Thursday night game by themselves, and then they had to travel. They played the solo game. They had to travel. Okay? Pay attention, man. Pay attention. Let's go. That's the reason I was done on the Braves yesterday. Do we have plays for the early games coming up? We still got an hour to go. Do we have plays on the early games? Not likely. I have some interest in one game. I'm going to get off of here. Every time I get off of here, in the next 10 minutes, you'll see that I announce Jeffrey. That's like the rule of thumb. You'll see that I announce the drop time about like 10, 15 minutes after I get off the stream. But yeah, thank you for reminding me. Yes, there are really, really early games that I gotta lock in on. Okay, guys, we gotta do the recap. We gotta go. All right, guys, let's get it going here. Let's get it going. It's just time for the recap. We're doing the recap right here, right now. Let's get to it, guys. All right, guys. Thanks for sticking with me through another live stream, man. We have more time today. We chopped it up. We started early, and here we are at the recap, man. This is the perfect time. If you want to share this with somebody, this would be the time to do it. Okay? If you're gonna stick around, this is the time to do it. Because I'm gonna give you guys the best reads possible. Here we go. Between the Athletics and the Yankees, this line is now minus 300 for the Yankees. It is moving in their direction pretty big time here, and you do see why this time. Today, you do see why because you have the much better bats with the Yankees, and you have the better pitcher. Clark Schmidt, this guy's on a roll. 3 runs in 31 innings at home, 7 runs in 31 innings. Very good numbers there for Clark Schmidt. I think somehow, some way, the Yankees are gonna have a good chance in this game. The number is telling you minus 300, not a ton of value, but perhaps we can you could consider it for a lay piece. Maybe we can consider it for the rolling series. Again, the rolling series is something we're going to start in the Discord, exclusive to the Discord. That's where we're going to take like one safe play between minus 200, minus 300, and we're just going to keep rolling that over every day, like once or twice a day. We're going to keep rolling that over. Guys, that is equivalent to doing a 10-leg lay, and we just add one piece to it every single day. So back in the day, they used to have these open lays, these books where you could do a lay, an open lay, and you could just add one leg to it. They were getting cooked on that. Because everybody wants to do a lay for that day, right? They want everything to hit that single day. But a lay where you could just add one confident piece every single day, I think that makes a lot of sense, and they were getting cooked, and that's why FD and DK and all these other books don't have it, okay? But you can do it manually by just taking one piece and adding to it each day, okay? Hit the follow button so you don't miss this kind of good information. And get in the Discord if you want to be a part of the rolling series. Today may be a good day with some of these picks, okay? I've ran the numbers. If we keep it at minus 200, we can, in 10 picks, we would 57x our risk, our investment. 57x, okay? If we keep it at minus 300, 17x. So if you start with $100, you can turn it to 1700. If you start with at minus 300, if you start with $100 at minus 200, we could end up at 5,700. Okay, so we're gonna do something in the middle, something right around the middle there. If you guys want to be a part of that, join the Discord right now. Okay. Let's see, guys. We're at the 28-minute mark. Okay, guys. So we're doing the recap between Minnesota and the Pirates. This line is really not moving in favor of anybody now. You do have the same bats, pretty good bats on both sides, but we do have with Detroit today is a pitching edge. You had it yesterday. So that's why I'm like, who the hell is Minnesota? Because even when they have a pitching disadvantage the way they did yesterday, somehow, some way, they stood in they crushed that game. You know, they won convincingly, 4-1. So here is the possible, somehow, some way. Bailey Ober against Detroit. Over his last 2 seasons, okay? When I say over the last 2 seasons, I'm talking about this season and last season. 2 and 26. 2 runs in 26 innings against Detroit. 0 runs in 14 innings in Detroit. That is crazy for Bailey Ober. That is nothing in comparison to what he's doing right now, but historically, he does pitch very good against Detroit. So that could be your somehow, some way how Minnesota stays in the game. Seattle versus Texas, okay? This line is moving in favor of Texas today. But the better bats are on Seattle, so that makes it a little hard, okay? So here's another one where somehow, some way, looks like the Texas Rangers could stay in this game. And the somehow, some way is that Kumar Rocker gets rocked overall. He gets rocked on the road, but he's much better at home. 5 runs and 20 innings for Kumar Rocker at home. So that's going to be a stay away from me today on Seattle. We hit on them yesterday. Happy to do that yesterday, but that was a good situation with Nathan Eovaldi coming off of the injury list and being thrown into the Lions den, like I told you guys. Tampa Bay versus Baltimore. So today that would be a stay away to me on Seattle. I don't think I'd get to Texas. For Tampa Bay versus Baltimore, this line is moving in favor of Baltimore today. The bats look like they favor both sides. Baltimore could be skewing the numbers now with that 22-run game yesterday. Zach Eflin, he gets hit overall. At home, though, if you take out one outlier in his home starts are very good. 9 runs in 30 innings. So very good numbers there for Zach Eflin. But a team that just scored 22 runs, there's no way I could back them the next day. This is just probably a stay away for me today. Next game, the New York Mets versus Pittsburgh. Okay, Blackburn on one side, Falter on the other side. This line is moving in favor of Pittsburgh. The bats look like they're heating up on both sides, but they're both still pretty below average. I do have a clear bullpen edge with Pittsburgh, so in the late innings, I would consider Pittsburgh to still be alive in this game and Mets to be at a disadvantage. With Bailey Falter, I do have what appears to be a pitching edge, okay? I do have a pitching edge with Bailey Falter. And yeah, he's given up 11 runs over 24 of his last innings. At home, he does get hit a little bit more, 10 runs in 25 innings, not a whole lot. But the advantage here is that Blackburn, not very good, 13 runs in his last 16 innings. He consistently gives up 3 runs, 5 runs on the road. Yeah, no, this is a guy that I cannot trust. Blackburn, when he got called up or when he came back from injury, I called this from the very start, and this guy has been fade material since. I trust Bailey Falter way more in this spot. This line is moving in favor of Pittsburgh. I would say Pittsburgh is alive and well in this game. They just scored 9 runs yesterday, so I don't like to take a team to do it back-to-back days like that, but I could see it happening today. Between San Diego and Cincinnati, this line is moving in favor of nobody. The bats favor nobody. The bullpen favors nobody. But you have Andrew Abbey, as they call him on the streets. On the streets of Cincinnati, they call him Abbey. Okay? And that's because this guy is good, and he deserves all the nicknames, all the good nicknames, and that's because he's only given up 2 runs in his last 21 innings. Goodness gracious me. 7 runs over his last 34 innings, 8 runs over 27 innings at home. Pretty good numbers, but on the other side, you don't have a scrub either. Randy Vasquez is pretty good, man. 10 runs over 23 innings. On the road, even better. 8 runs over 24 innings. Not bad numbers there, but the expected numbers are pretty high. The expected numbers are telling me that he could be due for some negative regression there. Cincinnati just picked up a huge win yesterday, 8-1. There was a lot of butt whoopings today. A lot of people took the chanclas. A lot of teams took the chancla yesterday. I don't like to take a team back-to-back days to get the chancla back-to-back. I would say there's not enough of an edge here in any department. Abbey is good, but Randy Vasquez is not that much worse. I'm going to say there's value on San Diego today. Let's see. Moving on here between the Giants and the White Sox. This line is moving in favor of nobody. The bats favor nobody. They favor the Giants. The Giants' bats are pretty good. In terms of pitching, though, yeah, I do not have an edge either way here. I think Adrian Hauser is not so bad. He's made 2 home starts this year. 1 run over 12 innings. Not bad there. Just a small sample size. And then on the other side, you do have Robbie Ray. Robbie Ray is going for the Giants, and yeah, he's pretty good. I don't need to tell you that. This line is not moving in favor of anybody. The Giants picked up the win yesterday. Hard for me to lay a juice. Okay, guys, my rule of thumb, and I fell for it yesterday. My rule of thumb is unless you have clear edges yesterday, or in general, unless you have clear edges, do not lay juice, do not lay runs. I say that because I had the pitching edge with the Angels yesterday, but nothing else. Everything else was pretty similar. My rule of thumb is do not lay the juice, do not lay the number if you don't have clear advantages. In this case, White Sox, Adrian Hauser could help them stay in this game. I told you guys the White Sox could stay in the game yesterday, and they lost by 2. I mean, it's not bad considering White Sox standards there. St. Louis versus Cleveland. This line is moving in favor of nobody. The batting edge looks like it does slightly favor St. Louis there. In terms of pitching, this is good luck trying to read this one, man. Miles Michaelis, bad overall, but better on the road. Ciccone, good overall, but bad at home. So bad splits there. If you're taking the better spot, would be Miles Michaelis at home. On the road would be a better opportunity there. They just won yesterday comfortably, 5-0. Of course they did. They're the Cardinals. They're unpredictable. When you expect them to win, they're going to lose. When you expect them to lose, they're going to win. And that's what they do, man. That's what St. Louis does. So they just picked up a 5-0 win yesterday. Probably everybody's going to get excited about them. I hate everything about this team. But good luck if you are taking them. I would say, okay, if I had to absolutely pick, yes, Miles Michaelis on the road is better than Ciccone at home. And the bats are a little better for St. Louis today. Okay, Miami versus Arizona. This line is moving in favor of Arizona. Another one, same scenario. Alcantara, he's pitching better, but he's bad on the road. In fact, 22 runs in 22 innings on the road. Very bad numbers there for Alcantara. He's doing better at home, but not on the road. Brandon Pfaadt. Doing bad on the road, doing much better at home. 5 runs over 29 innings. If you take out the outlier, there was one game where he got popped for 8. The rest of his home starts are 2-0, 2-1-0. That's 5 runs in 29 innings. Very good numbers there for Arizona. That's another ugly one. I hate when you have to do that kind of surgery, when you have to really put a pitcher in that kind of situation. They're only good in this moment. They suck, but they're only good in this moment. And I don't know. I think you're kind of doing too much when you have to do that. Arizona's now picked up 2 losses in a row. If I had to pick today, maybe Arizona is in a good spot to bounce back today. But again, big number. There has to be advantages there. Between Toronto and Boston, this line is moving in favor of Boston, it appears. You do have the better bats with Toronto. Today, with the better pitcher, not really. Not on either side. I do have marked, though, that the handedness. You do have a handedness issue between Toronto. That's because Lucas Giolito, he struggles against righties. Toronto has righties in the lineup. Am I going to get Toronto after a 9-0 butt whipping? Probably not. No, thank you. But just know that you do have an advantage there with Toronto against righties for Giolito. A big issue. Okay, the Dodgers and the Royals. This you guys might see that Ohtani is pitching. No, he's just going to open the game. He's going to pitch another 1 inning, maybe 2. They have Ben Casperis is going to be the main guy. Kansas City is going to have Seth Lugo. You do have the bats that do favor the Dodgers pretty significantly. You do have the bullpen that favors Kansas City pretty significantly. So consider, if you're going Dodgers, consider first 5. If you're considering Royals, consider full game. Okay. In terms of the starting pitching, you do have Seth Lugo pitching pretty well overall. 8 runs over 25 innings. He does get hit a little bit more at home, not a whole lot. 8 runs over 28 innings at home. Ben Casperis on the other side, again, bullpen guy, so you don't have a ton of sample size on him. But 8 runs over 15 innings. He just looks like an average guy, a little bit below average. This line is moving in favor of Kansas City. I do got Seth Lugo, who I can trust to pitch more innings. But yeah, I'm not going up against the Dodgers hot lineup with the Kansas City's terrible lineup. Between Colorado and the Milwaukee Brewers, this line is moving in favor of Milwaukee. I have the better bats with Milwaukee. I have the better pitcher with Milwaukee once again. Senzatella, not a guy that I'm going to back. Quinn Priester on the other side, pretty good numbers for him. Let him cook a clock, guys. If anybody's getting impatient with me, let him know, let him cook. Quinn Priester, pretty good. 8 runs over 26 innings. Pretty good numbers there for Quinn Priester. And then at home, it looks like a few starts ago he was getting rocked, but doing much better lately. He's only given up, 2 runs in his last 12 home innings. So I would trust Milwaukee a little bit more than Colorado in that case. But that's a big number. I don't know how you can play that. The run line, but I don't love laying the run line at home. Between Philadelphia and Atlanta, this line is moving in favor of nobody. I do have the better bats, it appears, with Philadelphia. And one thing I've noticed with Philadelphia, so it's a small edge for the Philadelphia bats, but where I give them a really significant edge is that Philadelphia, number six against righties, okay? They're facing a righty today with Schwellenbach. Meanwhile, Atlanta versus lefties, like Luzardo, 27th. So really bad numbers there for Atlanta. That is an advantage for Philadelphia. In terms of Schwellenbach, guy is pretty good, man. He's good overall. He's good at home. 8 runs over 33 innings. On the other side, Jesus Luzardo, there's 2 games where he got clapped, and I took out those games as outliers. I don't like to take out 2 games, but I did in this case. 9 runs over 30 innings. If you take out those 2 games, the rest of your starts, instead of not being 8 and 12, are 0, 4, 1, 3, 1. So I did do this favor for him in his last game, and it worked out against the Mets on Sunday Night Baseball, if you guys remember. I was on Jesus Luzardo, first 5. And here we got a spot where, he's not so bad, but I can't do him the same favors on the road. On the road, he has given up 18 runs over 25 innings of 6.4 ERA. Philadelphia just scored 13 runs again yesterday. They're not going to do that again. But am I going to lay a big number with Atlanta? Probably not. Not with the colder bats, and Schwellenbach is pretty good, so not ruling it out completely. Between the Cubs and Houston, this line is moving in favor of the Cubs. Okay, this line is moving in favor of the Cubs. The Cubs have picked up a loss. Okay, that should trigger a little bell with you guys. That's because Chicago, after a loss, is 24-9. Okay, they are 73% after a loss. The bats are slightly a little better with Cubs, but they have an extra little boost against righties. Number 5 against righties. Houston number 16 against righties, okay? In terms of pitching, though, I can't trust the starting pitching. That's because Colin Rea has given up 19 runs in 25 innings. He's bad on the road, too. 13 runs over 23 innings. Pretty bad numbers for Houston. For Cubs, Colin Rea. Okay, Lance McCullers on the other side. Overall, looks like he's better on the road because at home he's getting clapped. 16 runs in 15 innings. Bad numbers there for Lance McCullers at home, okay? And this guy's coming off an injury. We haven't seen him since June 10th. Guys, who is giving you this much information? Lance McCullers coming off an injury. If you guys have been watching me for a while, fading a pitcher after injury is works out usually. Today you got Lance McCullers coming off an injury. Last time we saw him was on June 10th. Looks like he missed 2 starts. And he did not play all of last year. So you're taking a pitcher that is bad at home there, and he is coming off an injury. So consider that, guys. We are more than at the halfway point, guys. Hit the follow button. We're going to get to the other half of the games. Hit the follow button if this is your first time here. Double tap the screen if you guys are liking the content. Man, give me some good vibes today, man. We need a bounce back today. Mariners hit, but nothing else did yesterday, man. I'm disappointed with that. I am not happy about the Rays blowing that first 5 yesterday, man. We're going to bounce back. We are going to bounce back. Not going to get it. I know last few days have been a little goofy, man. We're gonna get this figured out. We're gonna right the ship. Double tap the screen. Hit the follow button if it's your first time here on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button and hit the thumbs up for me, man. If you guys want to join the Discord, $20. $20 you get access to the Discord. Again, I told you guys yesterday, buy low, sell high, man. If you guys are gonna leave at any time, leave when I've already made 20, 30, 40 units. Don't leave when I'm about to start the bounce back, okay? The bull runs usually last a month at a time. This last one looked like we were hot. 3 days ago. We were freaking scorching hot. We couldn't miss anything. In fact, we can't miss when we were getting like a push. When we were getting a push at worst. I love that. I love that. Anyways, I don't think the bull run is over. I think that same bull run could continue. Just a little bit of Thursday was a terrible slate, and yesterday was just didn't work out. Anyways, I think the bull run still continues, and if not, if we got to start a new one, we're going to do that, okay? Guys, I would, so hit the follow button if this is your first time here, and if you want to get in the Discord, $20, okay? We left off on Washington versus the Angels, okay? And this line is moving in favor of Washington. Washington, one of those teams that's going to be pretty streaky, okay? Their bats are pretty good. For the Nationals, but both of bats are pretty good. The Angels bats are pretty hot right now too. The Nationals are as well. In terms of pitching, maybe a small edge here with Kyle Hendricks. Overall, he's pretty good, but not as good at home. Mike Soroka on the other side, not as good on the road. So is there a pitching edge here? It's close. I want to say there is. Yeah, I think you got a pitching edge here with the Angels today. This line is moving in favor of Washington. Of course it is. The bullpen for the Washington Nationals sucks. So if you're taking the Nationals, consider first 5. If you're taking Angels, consider full game. But I just cannot really like either team here. I would get to Washington if they have a better pitcher like Mackenzie Gore or something. But Mike Soroka, not a guy that I trust on the road against this hot lineup. Moving on here, guys, to the totals. The totals that we've been tracking is the Mets versus Pittsburgh. Okay, I think you have 2 bad pitchers there. I think you got two lineups that are starting to hit again. And I think you got the line movement that's starting to move in the right direction here. I would consider the over in this case here between the Mets and the Pirates, okay? This win is helping out here too. 12% plus 12% runs plus 12% home runs are expected there in Pittsburgh versus the Mets. You are expected a little bit of rain in the forecast today. That actually doesn't bother me for overs because when the ball is wet, usually the pitchers can't get the same twist on the ball, the same curve. They can't disguise their pitches the way they normally would on a dry ball. So not terribly upset if there is a wet balls there in Mets and Pirates. Okay, moving on here to another total that I would consider. The other total I would consider is San Diego versus the Reds. San Diego versus the Reds. I think I got 2 good pitchers here. I got Randy Vasquez, who is better on the road and pretty good overall, and then Andrew Abbott on the other side. He's pretty good. I don't need to tell you that. They call him Abby on the streets for a reason. I do got pretty cold bats on both sides. This is a total that is, I was considering for an over, but no, I don't think I could get to an over here either. Sorry, I was considering for an under. But yeah, this line is starting to move in favor of the over. So no, thank you. I don't think I could get to it at that point. But you do have good pitching, and when you have good pitching, you always have a chance. Another game where I was considering a possible under, Robbie Ray versus Hauser. Man, this is a good pitching matchup here. These are 2 cold lineups. I know they only scored 4 runs yesterday. I would like to get him after a big a big over, but here it's an under. But yeah, I would consider here an under in this case. I do have a good pitching between the Giants and the White Sox. Okay, another game where I would consider the total is going to be Miami versus Arizona. I don't need to tell you that Alcantara has been pretty bad this year. He is trending in the right direction, but on the road he's still pretty bad. 22 runs in 22 innings. That is bad. I could pitch better than that. Brandon Pfaadt on the other side, same thing, man. He's having a bad season. He is pitching pretty much better at home. But still, man, I would expect the Miami to get to him here. Miami's hot. Believe what the numbers are telling you. Miami's hot, man. They are at the just at the point where we probably missed the bus, man. But at 5 straight wins now, or whatever it is, or 7 wins in the last 10, they've been hitting lately, and they could get to Pfaadt, and Arizona could get to Alcantara. I would trust the over in that case a little bit more than the under. Moving on here, guys, to the other total I would consider. I was looking at. It looks like I got good pitching between Jesus Luzardo and Schwellenbach. Yeah, I got good pitching here. I got Atlanta, number 3 ballpark for unders, 22 and 13 to the unders. I do not disagree here with the under in Philadelphia versus Atlanta. I think that's a ballpark that sees a lot of unders. I think a lot of people might see Jesus Luzardo's numbers, and sorry for the classical music, guys. I've been going way too long. But yeah, Jesus Luzardo looks like he is a pitcher that is his numbers could be inflated, but again, he has 2 terrible starts. The rest of them are not that bad. If you take those 2 out, his numbers are much better. I did this favor for him last time, and it worked out against the Mets on Sunday Night Baseball. Last total here, it looks like I got bad pitching between Colin Ray and Max and Lance McCullers, but the line is not doing what I needed to do, so no thank you on that. Guys, I hope that helped you. I hope that can help guide you in the right directions. If you guys need the recording of the stream, it is available immediately on my Twitter page, the Go Covers. The link is in bio, or just search the same name, and it is on YouTube. Okay, hit the follow button, guys, if it's your first time here. Discord, I will give you guys a drop time shortly. No hit props today. I'm not doing hit props today. We're just focusing on sides and totals today, man. Ketel Marte, bro. Come on, Ketel Marte, bro. How do you score 8 runs and Ketel Marte does nothing? Anyways, hit the follow button, guys, if it's your first time here. Do not miss out these live streams. I know I just gave you a ton of good information that you're going to go use and make more informative, more educated plays, okay? The Nerfy, the scoreless first inning. Let's see, the scoreless first inning, I would go with processing. Where's the file? I'm going to go with the scoreless first inning to be in... It's going to be in the Giants and White Sox game. Giants and White Sox, we're going scoreless first inning. If you want to do the draw, go ahead and do it. It's 10 cents more, but now it puts me at minus 140. I'm not doing minus 140 on this kind of play. Looks like at negative 130, I can do the White Sox Giants for first inning to be scoreless, okay? I'm going to do that, guys. I'm going to lock it in. I'm going to tell with you guys. Hope you guys squad ride as well, and hope you guys make some good plays, man. How do I feel about Robbie Reyes to get his Ks? Yeah, I do like the pitching matchup on both sides of that game. Guys, I got to go. Hope you guys have a great day. If you have any questions for me, I'll see you in Discord. Message me in daily chat. Peace. Have a good day, man. YouTube, Twitter, thanks for joining me today. I'll catch you guys on the next one.